go. There's a fish. Oh, that was a little bump. Oh, guys, I don't know if y'all saw it. I hope to goodness the camera picked that up. He exploded on that jerk bait, y'all. How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another video, and welcome back to Southern Alabama, where today we have got some big plans at a very familiar spot. We're right out here at the pier where I absolutely love to fish. Gonna be targeting some largemouth bass. There's trout here, there's redfish here, so you really have potential for anything, but I am throwing baits that I'm trying to target these LMBs with. I love coming over and catching them. It's just fun to catch them from this little pier. But that's enough talking. Let's get a line of water and put a fish on the deck. Let's go. There we go. There's a fish. Guys, that's a decent one right there. He's jumping all over the place. That's a decent fish, guys. That is a decent fish. Let's get him up here. Got to keep him buttoned here. He's going to jump again. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. It's a decent fish, guys. It's a decent fish. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Golly, guys. He absolutely devoured that thing. Y'all check him out right there. Nice little start to the morning. Nice little 2-pound Alabama LMB right there. That is a great start to the day. That's a good fish, guys. And that's a good sign. That was probably only my second or third cast, so we didn't get the first cast curse going on. I'll take that all day, every day. All right, buddy. Let's get you back, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Man, I needed a good start today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been a little down with fishing here lately, so that's a good start. That's a great start. Let's go. I should be prepping for a hurricane right now, and instead I went fishing. Probably not my best choice ever, but hey, you know what? That's okay. I made a decision. We'll deal with it. We're pretty well prepared. But in all seriousness, guys, let's make sure we keep everybody in our thoughts as Hurricane Ian does make its way into Florida here. I don't think it's going to be as bad as what they were initially thinking, but even still, keep everybody in your thoughts and we'll get through it. I thought I felt a hit, and then when I popped it again, it didn't feel like anything was there. And then I don't know if he came back for it or if he just knocked a bunch of slack in the line, but ultimately we got him. That's the main thing. Got him. When I'm fishing this area, guys, I always let it sit for just a second when I cast it out, because I have had them hit a jerk bait just sitting there, like while I was talking to the camera or something like that right after I cast it. So anytime I cast here, I give it a minute or two before I start my retrieve. And here it's always just a couple pops and then a little 1 second pause, and a lot of times you can hook up on fish doing it that way. That's a little closer to where I caught that first one right there. Oh, that was a little bump. Oh, guys, I don't know if y'all saw it. I hope to goodness the camera picked that up. He exploded on that jerk bait, y'all. I mean, absolutely exploded on it. He is not that big of a fish, but he destroyed that jerk bait. Oh my gosh. I really, really hope the GoPro picked that up right there, because I really, really hope the camera picked that up right there, because he came up and just absolutely destroyed this jerkbait. Pooping all over the place. My gosh. Y'all check him out right there. Not as big as the first one by any stretch, but a nice little solid LMB. Probably about a pound, maybe a little under a pound, but that's fish number 2 on the day. That's a good sign, y'all, because we've only been fishing here just a minute. I love fishing at this spot. I absolutely love it. Let's get this girl back. Or dude, I don't know. They changed sexes about 10 times while I got them in my hands. See ya. dog. Man, feels good to catch a couple. If I seem a little excited, it's because I am a little excited, guys. It feels really good to get on a couple fish today. And I don't know if the GoPro picked it up. I'll check it here in just a minute, but that fish exploded on that bait out there. It was insane. So that's a good sign. It means these fish are aggressive this morning and we got potential to catch a few. Let's go. So these fish definitely seem to be more concentrated out here. I do know I brought the Mako over here one day and brought it out just for a little bit. It was actually the day I had the blowout on the tire. And I do know that right outside of this channel, there is kind of like a deep, not really deep, but a 6-foot hole. This is a pretty shallow body of water all the way around. So, but I do know that right out here, there is a little bit deeper area than what the rest of it is. So hopefully that's where those fish are holed up. Both of the ones I've pulled out so far have been from like that little deep spot right there. So hopefully that trend continues here. There's another bite right there, guys. Just need him to come back for it. That's exactly what happened on the last one. There he is, there's a fish. That last one, he bumped it, and this one did almost the exact same thing. They're bumping it, and then they're coming back for it after they bump it. And it's like, that's exactly what happened on that last fish before this one. Is he, get him up here because he's getting rowdy. This pole has never not stood up over here, and it's just giving me fits today. But that last one, he bumped it, and then he came back for it. But when he came back for it, y'all, he absolutely freaking exploded on it. Another little LMB, y'all. This is fun, man. When you're catching a fish on every cast, it gets fun. Like, it really does. It takes away some of the stress and the pressures, and it's just fun when you do that. It really is. So let's get this one back in the water. And I made the comment on the last fish because, yes, I call fish guys and girls through the entire process. Their sex usually changes about 5 to 6 times from the time I hook them until the time I get a release on them. See you, buddy. Man, it feels real good to be putting a couple fish on the deck, guys. I am not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I've been in a rough patch here fishing. I'm not gonna lie, and this feels good to come out here and have a decent start to the day. Not bangers by any means. That first one he was solid. He was solid, but the other two just about a pound a piece. But it's a good day. It's a good day. It really slowed down out on the pier after those first 3 fish, which was crazy because it was like back to back to back. It was like boom, boom, boom. And so I don't know. It was crazy that it died off as fast as it did, but it pretty much went dead silent. I tried 3 or 4 different baits right there and could not get any of them to work. So we are going to do a little bit of a location change here and see if we can't get back on them in another place. I did want to address to you guys too. It never occurred to me that we've got a lot of new people that are on the channel, and a lot of people ask after the underwater footage. They're like, what were you riding on the pier that you were like, there's no way you were walking that fast? And no, guys, I was not. I was riding my handy dandy one wheel. I use this thing for all kinds of stuff outdoors, whether it be fishing, hiking, camping. I mean, I guess you're not really hiking, but if I'm trying to get to a spot, as long as there's a decent trail there, I hop on the one wheel and that's what I roll out with. All right, guys, did make a location change here and then just tied on a little Ned rig just to toss around here just to see if there's anything hanging around. Ned rig has always worked really well for me at this spot, so we're just going to kind of see if there's anything hanging around for it. We will see. The only bad part about this, where we're fishing, there is a lot of grass in here, so a lot of grass, a lot of moss, but there are a few fish in here too, so. Are we on a fish? We are on a fish, guys. Nice. Ooh, and he's jumping too. Sweet. Can't believe we actually caught one on the micro rod. Now we got to get him pulled through this grass. I just let him work his way out there, which is what I did. There we go. Look at there. Not a bad bass on the micro rod, y'all. Check him out. Heck yeah. Came with a little salad. Got him right in the top of the mouth. He's not gill hooked. It's way down in there, guys, but he's gonna be fine. because it got him right up in the roof of his mouth. Y'all check him out there. A little Florida LMB. So we did switch states. We crossed state lines. We actually went from Alabama over here to the Florida side of things and caught us a little Florida largemouth bass. See you, buddy. And he gone. There's a bite, guys. There's a bite. Oh, there's a fish on right there. There's a fish. Fish number 2 on the micro rod. Guys, the Ned rig is doing work today. Y'all check him out. These aren't bad little bass either, man. I will take them. Y'all check it out. Ned rig right in the corner of the mouth, working just like it should. All these fish are coming in with salad on them. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Now, if you guys remember, this is the same pond that I fished to start when we did the 4 fish, 4 states in 1 day challenge. And I caught, there's another fish right there. Is he on? Yeah, he's on. Nice. And I was gonna talk about that pollywog catfish that I caught, which was crazy. Let's get the, oh, look at him jumping. Look at him jumping. Heck yeah, guys, heck yeah. Y'all check him out. That is bass number 6 on the day and 3 out of this pond. Let's get him unbuttoned here. The old Ned rig is just putting in work today, y'all. Like for real, y'all check him out right there. Nice little Florida LMB. You just cannot beat these guys. They put up such a fun fight. And catching them on a micro rod. I mean, y'all look at this. He is about 1/3 as big as the rod that we're catching him on. It's fun catching them on this. And a lot of times people ask, why you use micro rods? What if you hook a big one? Well, man, if you hook a big one, you're in for a real fun fight. Let's get this dude back in the water. See you, buddy. And he gone. But as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by catching a fish, this is where I caught that pollywog catfish. We'll roll that clip right here real quick. Okay, Sarah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
This is happening?
This is happening. Guys, we've been here about 6-7 minutes, and this is exactly what we needed.
Oh my gosh, look at it fighting. Look, you can see it in the water.
We needed a fish to bite off, which is what we got.
Ah. Oh, he's a decent size one.
That's not a terrible bass.
That's not bad, but any size. You said size doesn't matter.
That's not.
Is that, what is that? Is that a toadfish?
That is a catfish.
A toadfish.
Guys, we caught a catfish out of this pond on an artificial lure. Look at this. It's a catfish. Are you kidding me right now? That's freaking awesome.
Where's Eugene when you need him?
I did not know that there was, guys, I did not know there was catfish in here. Easy, buddy.
That's amazing.
Yo, I did not know there was catfish in this pond. That is a freshwater catfish straight up. I can't believe we caught a catfish.
That was super.
I was 100% expecting a bass right here, not
yes.
catfish. That was one of the coolest catches that I think I've ever had. And at the time, I didn't even really know what it was that I'd caught. I mean, I just thought it was just a freshwater catfish. And then everybody got into the comment section like, man, that was a pollywog, and it was a nice one too. So it turned out that not only was it a decent catfish for freshwater, it was a really good pollywog catfish. When I looked them up, they were right. It was a really, really nice catfish. But let's not forget the fact that we just caught bass number 6 on the day. And y'all know what that means. Let's hit them with it, Eugene. Crack a cold. Merry. We had somebody ask the other day if we had redone the 4 fish, 4 states in 1 day video, and no, we have not, but we are going to. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that video was hands down one of my favorite videos that Sarah and I have ever made together. We had a really, really fun time on that trip that day, and even though we weren't successful and we didn't catch 4 fish in 4 states in 1 day, we still had a blast doing that. So we're definitely going to be trying to attempt that again. This time when we do it, we are going to run it in reverse. We're going to go out, we're going to stay in Louisiana, and then find a place to fish first thing in the morning in Louisiana, because Florida and Alabama, I mean, let's be honest, those are the 2 easy ones. So I feel like if I can get Louisiana and Mississippi knocked out early in the day when the bite's a little bit better, I feel like I'll have a much higher chance of being successful for the whole video. Y'all leave a comment down below if you know a place in like anywhere in southern Mississippi, somewhere close to I-10 preferably, and like southeast Louisiana, y'all leave a comment down below and let me know, because that's what we're looking for. We need a little body of water like this, and that's what we're looking for in those areas to be able to go out and redo that challenge. If we can find a couple small bodies of water in Louisiana and Mississippi, I almost guarantee you we can make that video happen and be successful with it. All right, so I'm fully aware this goes against every single rule in the fishing rule book. We are going to throw a topwater frog in the middle of the day, which it is cloudy, so we're okay, but this is a micro mini Googan filthy popper frog on a micro rod that's a spinning reel. Like, this is breaking every rule in the rule book. So if we catch a fish on this, we're going to prove the entire world wrong right now. I'm just throwing that out there. All right, y'all, this is going to be the last cast with the popping filthy frog here, the micro bait, because it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. And now the sun's out, so it's like we have even less of a chance now. I really felt like with all these fish feeding on top, maybe I could at least get a hit. I wasn't sure that I could get the hook set in them, obviously, with this little micro rod, but I was hoping I would at least get eaten with it, but just no go on it. They were not interested in this whatsoever today.